This is the Madden Championship Series from USAA Stadium. As the official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL, USAA is proud to serve the military community and their families. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. At their own 28-yard line. Shotgun now for Manning. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And some room to work. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Marshall now, the return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
60 Bison.
Here's Manning to throw. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready.
They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. A short throw to Musgrave. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
a 7-yard gain.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Blaster, 6. Drill green. Hut.
Love now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Here we go. Hut.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nico Collins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
3 points are huge. I can't look.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
Extra point.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Go street. Hiking 18.
Manning now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now Manning. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 16-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Set, hunt.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And it's third down.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up.
Set, hunt. Rail, yellow, 10 black. Ready, ready.
Now Love. This one swung out to Montgomery. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
And out. It's fourth down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Let's go.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Montgomery from 17 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Steelers 14, Texans 7. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I had this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Here we go, set. 50, drill green. Hut, hut.
Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Steeler first down.
Okay, break. Ready, break. Twice. Ready,
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. David Montgomery, 46 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7.
Steelers 21, Texans 7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Open man. He's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Manning. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
To throw, it's Manning. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
And the Texans first down.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Manning. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On play action, it's Manning. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Yellow, 22 meters. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Black, 95. Red, yellow. Black shot. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Second and 10.
12, 10. Hey, green. Black 40. Yellow.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. He's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 9.
Let's go now. 45. White. Cut.
Here's Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
50, green. White.
Love looking to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Love wants to shift things around. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But these are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick if indeed they end up trying one.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 27.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
On play action. Now Manning. Oh! Manning intercepted a third time. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They need 12 here. It's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this this is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Love to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over first and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So the sack means it's third and goal now from the 10.
Here we go, sack. 18 Cardinal, let's cut up.
Throwing now is Manning. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a fourth and goal.
Gain of 3 yards brings up fourth and goal.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today, to try and get him over 100 yards.
And it's third down.
Flat, red, cut. Strike, ready.
Throwing. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to run some clock. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Love from the gun on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Blue 32. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds Austin complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Right, right. Hut, hut.
Love now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
And the Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Buffalo 18. 18 Runner,
Now Manning. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw, Manning. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends no matter where